All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And yeah, basically, I wanted to do this quick lesson, and Lord willing, it be edifying to the elect. I just want to speak a little bit on a video that I was watching as to why I titled this lesson he did not just say that. Okay, now the he that I'm referring to is this I believe he's an Edomite. All right, but I know he's a heathen. And Slakia, pardon the lighting, driving, but whoa, sir, what's going on here? Moving that car or what? Right, but let me get in this corner real quick, Slakia. Gotta spy out these spots nowadays. Nevertheless, this is heathen, and this was a video that was done by the elder brother Mawan Gabar, and he was he played audio clip from what the what the guy said. I forget his name. Damn, I think there's an N in his name or something, but he basically is he comes and he talks a lot about like the elites and their plans, and really pushes that heavy agenda of the technology under the skin, the cyborgs, that kind of thing. So this guy comes out and says, and I'm sure a lot of you have already seen the video by now, but if you haven't, it's called Out I think Out of the Serpent's Mouth. And it was put up by GMS Awakening 144. So he basically says that for the longest period of time, we know God, the God of the Bible, and we know his power, and in so many words, what he does and what he is capable of. And then he goes on to talk about how now we, speaking in terms of him and Edomites and elites and stuff, have the power to now be the power of gods, the power to be gods. And he's speaking about their technology, and he mentions how we know that the God of the Bible has his power is creation, right? He creates things, he creates but then he said that pretty much the Most High was sort of limited to just creating organic things, humans, trees, animals, but according to this guy, this clown, this demon, he said that we are going to be able to create cyborgs and non generic, right? Not just merger, of man and machine kind of thing, which in their eyes is a new creation. So basically he's saying that, or he said out of his mouth that they're going to get to the point which they, in his mind, like he said, they have a very high chance of success, and that once they succeed, they will then be, in essence, beyond the God of the Bible. So talk about 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, talk about Isaiah 14, okay? The pride of Obadiah, the pride of this devil is way through the roof, to where his mindset now is, I'm not just challenging the Most High, I am going to surpass the Most High. I'm going to create something that he couldn't create, because he just created man and trees and all that, but I'm going to take that and create a whole different breed, all right, a whole different world, a whole different category of species, okay, that are going to be signatured, all right, or signed by Esau. That's his mindset. So when we tell you that these devils have a God complex, it's not just something we say because it rolls off the tongue nicely, okay? This is actual facts and reality. So you should you should be prepared for what they're getting ready to do. This isn't, and so this means they have very big plans, and with very big plans, they don't have time to waste. That's why in Revelation 12:12, it says that the devil is going to come down with great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, because he has a lot to accomplish, in a short time. These devils are at the point where they've planned out what they want to do. They've developed the technology that they're going to use. They've come out with schemes and a roadmap on how to accomplish what they want to accomplish. And now the last part is actually putting it all together into motion. Okay? And they know that that's going to be a tall task. That's why they're banking on maximum chaos to take this current system down. A lot of people are warning, even the World Bank, about a global economic collapse. Because in order to bring a new digital system, a new economic system, a new monetary system, they're talking about a digital constitution. They need to completely mangle and destroy and put away this old world. Okay? The new world, the NWO is not, the word world in there is not there just for no reason. Okay? New world order means exactly that. That means a changing of the current order that the world is in right now into a new one that is after their mindset. That means that they're gonna outlaw your normality. Police reported ahead. All right, those of you, those of us that value the creation of the Most High as it is, we're not gonna be we're gonna be dissidents. Okay, we're not gonna be allowed to be a part of this society, and that's why in Revelation 13 and I believe 14 or 15, it talks about those that will not worship the image. All right, the IOB, the image of the beast. Okay, so you got the MOTB and the IOTB. Okay, you got the mark, the MARK of the beast, and then you got the image of the, right? So those that don't want to worship the IOTB, they are going to be outlawed, right? That they should be killed, because there's no room for you in this society. I did a video on synthetic biology, which they said they're spending trillions of dollars in that field of so-called science in order to enhance and augment humans. Okay, in order to invest in cell-based meats. Their plan to cure the famine is to basically kill off the majority of the hungry people, and then to feed the rest with non-real food. So those that actually get real food will be the elites. Everybody else, you're just gonna be eating cell-based meats. Okay, like in the Matrix, you're gonna be eating cell-based meats. It looks like meat, it may taste like meat, but it ain't meat. But they're gonna tell you that's what we got, so you better eat it, And that's what's getting ready to happen. So when these devils, like when that demon comes out, I keep hearing Noah something. I don't think that's his name, but if I find it, Lord willing, I'll find some way to put it up, maybe another video or whatever the case is. But this guy, he comes out and says a lot of wild ass, things out of his mouth. All right. He's the kind of, individual whose mouth must be stopped. All right. He's that kind of individual whose mouth must be stopped, because he's out here saying these things proudly and boldly. To come out your mouth and say that you gonna pretty much do away with the God of the Bible and do better, go beyond the God of the Bible. You're a creation. Okay. The scriptures say the Most High declares unto man what is his thought. So the fact that this clown could come on whatever station he was on when he said that and come and say that, he doesn't even understand that he's already lost the battle. Man's goings off the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So he thinks he's coming out and speaking on his own accord, not realizing that the fact that he even said that is because the Most High had a spirit on him to say that. And those that are smart enough to realize that, understand already the true power of the Most High and why he is truly to be feared. But the Most High has them that way because if he didn't, then there would be no competition. Okay? Why do you think the Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart? You don't think it was easy? You don't know how easy it would have been for the Most High to just snap his fingers and then Pharaoh just let them go? Matter of fact, Pharaoh wanted, he was, he was on the verge of letting the Israelites go many times. But the Most High said, no, I'm going to harden his heart some more. I'm going to keep on hardening his heart. Why? So I could show my power. Okay? So I could flex. And that's why the Most High has built up Esau to this level that he is on, so that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai can show his power. So he can flex and put that fear in the earth again, beyond that which anybody has ever seen. So now, let me get this. I still have this Bible in here. I always try to keep one in here. Man, so many different precepts come to mind. But let's go to the book of 2 Thessalonians, the second chapter. All right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter. Actually, let me see if it was already on it. Oh, the water. Salaki, I couldn't see the comment board, but yeah, I will Awar 777, Yuval Noah Harari. Yes, him, the water, bro. That's the clown that I'm talking about. Yep. Actually, brothers have some precepts on here. Let me take a look. This is Shalom Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakatham. This is Virgin Island Straight Gate, Job 12:16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Exactly. So those that actually bow down and worship the IOTB, they are deceived. Okay? And those that are deceiving them, guess what? They're also deceived. But the Lord is still using them as the deceiver to get these people. It talked, I forget, is it Revelation 16? But it talks about with whom were deceived to receive the MARK. Okay? So the Lord is controlling it all. And that goes to show, see, those of us who actually have the eyes to see the whole picture, see the magnificence in all of this. And that's why, of course, even though we understand, when it still happens and it manifests, it's still like, wow. It's still like, wow. Like, oh, that's crazy. Like, even the brother, the elder brother, Amwan Gabar, you can even tell from his reaction, like, damn, I mean, we knew this devil was proud, but when you just hear them come out of their mouth and just blatantly speak like that, it's like, damn, man. Like, the scriptures did not lie. It did not exaggerate when it mentioned the pride of this devil, because they're boldly proud. They have foolish pride. Okay, they have foolish pride and false hopes. That's what it's rooted in. And he's going to talk about, and it has a really good chance of succeeding. So that tells you that what? They're at the point where they're ready to drop all of this. Now, there was a video that the brother Yashalam put up, right? GMS Watchman. And it was, I think, ex-CEO of BlackRock, who said he was basically going into what he thinks is going to happen based on the things that are going on. And he mentioned a economic collapse, another like major economic collapse. All right, because he mentioned how this system that's set up right now wasn't set up to last long. It wasn't meant to last. It was like an iPhone, right? Like things you get, Apple products. They set it up so it breaks after a certain period of time, and then you come back for a new one. So they didn't design this system to last long. And now we're past the end of how long this system was designed to last for. So what we're getting ready to see now is a collapse. It's going to collapse on itself. There was also something that they do, and this is manipulation of the markets, where they purposely say they'll temper with the market, right? At a certain time in a certain time in history. Let's see what you're doing over here. All right, what do you got going on, man? I see you getting in that car. I see them lights on, so hopefully. But a certain time in history, they will do something to the stock market, and there's like a natural reaction that occurs, and what they'll do is they'll prolong that reaction. Let me see, this guy's moving. They'll prolong that reaction so that the effects are not felt right away, and the effects can be felt later on in the future. Let's see, got you. Damn, my man's right behind me too. Okay, let me see something. Gotta let me come back, bruh. See if I could fit in here. Salakia, I'm just going to try to, parking is literally next to impossible over here. So I'm trying to just multitask the best that I can. But yeah, basically, let's see. All right. I'm sorry, just give me 1 minute. Let me just get this down real quick. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so Salakia, what I was saying was, so these devils have a tactic where, of course, everything there is a cause and effect. And in cause and effect, you do something, there, for every action, there's a reaction. But what they did was, in manipulating the market, they'll temper with something, and then they'll sort of, I don't know, like reset the market before the effect is felt. Okay, so think of it like a whiplash. I'm gonna try to describe it as best as I can, like a whiplash, right? If you take a whip and you do that that little whiplash, it travels like that until it gets to the end of the whip, and then it does that right, that lash. So what they'll do is they'll whip it, but then they'll cut the whip before it can get to the end. Okay, now in the actual markets, that doesn't mean that the effect never gets felt. But what they're able to do with that is prolong the effect through different simulations. So they'll cause certain actions that they know are going to have painful reactions down the line, but they have a way to make sure that it doesn't have an immediate reaction. Instead, they can prolong that reaction further on into the future for somebody else to deal with. So that's why sometimes out of nowhere, there'll be like this negative turmoil inside of the markets. And sometimes it's harder to find the cause of it, and they blame it on current events, but in reality it's based on things that they've started in the past, and it's now being felt or being reflected because it couldn't be kicked down the road or prolonged anymore. So we are at the point of the collapse of this society. And we know that because not only are we seeing the collapse of this society, we're seeing the prophecies that go along with it. We're seeing the beginning of sorrows that Yahushua prophesied about. Okay, the famines, pestilences, earthquakes. There's actual earthquakes going on in different places. We're seeing these scoffers walking after their own lust. We're seeing 2/3 of our people showing themselves to be demons. Okay, we're seeing all of these things that the scriptures say that would happen in these last days. So the chaos is matching the prophecies, and we know that when you put them together, we are in the last days. Okay, these devils are not gonna wait long. They're getting ready to make their move, and they're getting ready to make their move fast. They are on the timeline. Okay, so they're going to move. But back to the pride of these devils, like I said, this is the direction they want to take it in. So it's gonna go one of two ways, and either way it goes, this old world is done. Okay, it's either going into NWO, and you either going down with that, or you down with Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. But either way, this old world is finished, and what we're seeing is the last remains, the circling of the drain of this place. And that's why people are wilding out. Crime, I mean, this has to be the most you hear of some wild, crazy ass crimes. Just yesterday or this morning, I was doing a stream, and on the top right, on the, I think CBS News or so, Eyewitness News, it showed a man throwing this woman onto the train tracks. Just like that. Just throw her ass, you know what I'm saying? Throw her ass on there. Okay, and that's judgments. The Lord is starting to ramp up the judgments just like that. He's turning things up. When you turn things up, he's turning it up on all angles. You know, these demons, especially with the summertime coming, with this heat, okay, that gets them spirits activated even more. And to make it worse, they're going, you know, based on what we're hearing, there's going to be even more hardships. So a hot demon is a problem. A hot, desperate demon is an even bigger problem. Okay, people are gonna have low patience. Over there in the UK, a lot of people are depending on the food banks because lack of food is a major concern for them as we enter into the winter. And now what did they say? Just like we said, now they came out and now they're saying that who was it? Dr. Malone or whoever it was from the Sea, right? The Sea people, the Sea Org, right? The Sea organization, coming out and saying that this MP, right, this monkey stuff could have been engineered. Well, according to the simulation that they did, at some point they had to come out and say that it was engineered, because then that can justify, one, why it's spreading so quickly, and two, why they didn't lock things down right from the jump, because they thought it was just a regular case. Then they later on found out, oh, is this, that, and the third, you know. Now, all of that just could be a cover story to really hide the fact that whatever it is that they pumped into these people out here, whatever it is they put inside of these people, it's something, because they've gone to the point where now they're getting ready to put it inside, I think, children 5 years and under. So there's something in there that they have to get into people, and is going to play a very pivotal role at some point. Just because something doesn't happen immediately does not mean it's never going to happen. We always tell you that these devils work with gradualism. It's too suspicious if they you know what I'm saying, and then all of a sudden everybody just starts to have this universal thing, and everybody just caught on, oh yeah, these guys were right. No, they gon', whatever it is, they're gonna keep it as low and distract you with this and this and this, and come out and tell you openly, oh, these are the side effects. Okay, but what is the actual purpose of it? Because we've come to find out that it doesn't do what they said it was supposed to do. So what does that mean? That means that it had another purpose. They weren't telling you what the true purpose of it is. So if you're a pure blood, if you know what I mean, okay, if you don't have that in your system, keep it that way, because you're good. You know, and with everybody else, we're gonna find out, okay, what exactly it is, but just, hey, you better off standing clear of that. Nevertheless, this you know, this MP that's coming into the picture, and it's starting to look like the beginning stages of the CVPD, but the only thing is this one has a higher mortality rate. So if this also spirals into another thing where they gotta, you know, ahead of this fall, you know, ahead of these elections and all of these things, it would be very interesting. But like I said, if they're following that simulation, at some point they're gonna openly declare that it was a bioterrorist attack. It was engineered deliberately in some lab with messed up equipment, and it was released somewhere by somebody, and or something along those lines, and use it as a reason to do something even more. So we got to pay attention, as the scriptures say. Okay, let me read a few of these precepts. This is Virgin Island Straight Gate. That's right. This is Romans 9:17, going back into how the Most High deals. It says, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee. See, and that's what the Lord is doing to this modern day Pharaoh. He raised him up so he can show his power in him by breaking him down. It says, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So in the ancient world, the Lord's name was known by his actions, by his judgment. The scriptures talk about that. The Lord is known by the judgments that he executeth. Well, in this time, everybody's going to know about the Lord based on what he's going to do here. And He's going to make sure that it's obvious, so these elites ain't gonna get credit. You know, now it's like, yeah, they're orchestrating this, they're orchestrating that, but the Lord is gonna hijack it and completely just take it so out of control that everybody is gonna know that there's a high power behind everything that's going on here. Okay, and man, blessed be that day, blessed be our eyes if we get to witness that, Lord willing, because that's gonna be a beautiful time, man, to witness our power fighting on our behalf, fighting for us. That's what's going. See, when this place starts going down on that major level, that's an example of the Lord fighting for us. That's a visual of the Lord defending and getting ready to deliver his elect by breaking down the. Think of it like a protagonist coming in, waging war on a city, breaking into the city, destroying the city, so he can deliver his loved ones from the city. That's what the Lord is doing. He is coming to the strong city, and he is breaking this place down, and he is going to completely collapse it and destroy it and deliver us. That's exactly what's happening. See? So as these blackouts come and these food shortages come, and they're going to keep coming, because these aren't problems that you just throw out. You know what I mean? What's that switch, what's that solution they can just come out and say, all right, we tried this for a while, people are catching on too much, turn off the off switch. What are you going to use for that? Because yeah, there's propaganda in it, but these things are actually tied to real problems. The infrastructure is not good. It's like the infrastructure of this place is not good. All right. The supply chain is actually messed up. Okay, so and the economy is also, they didn't fix it back all those years ago. They just put a band-aid on an open wound that has now been infected. It has been bruised, and just as the scab was trying to grow over the infection, this whole situation that happened is like somebody just kicking it and just scraping off that scab with all the pus and all that. You know, now the whole is getting discolored. That's what this economy is looking like. Okay, and it's getting ready to, science is getting ready to go down. And I'll be very surprised if this year goes by and everything is just normal. Okay? They're not going to be talking about things that are about to happen forever. Eventually, whatever is about to happen has to happen, right? And when it happens, it's going to be a time like never before. So as a matter of fact, you know what? I was going to be in 2 Thessalonians, but the Spirit is directing me elsewhere. So I want to go here. And it's interesting that amidst all of this, what are our people doing? Making mockery, coming against us, you know, speaking out, you know, trying to curse us out, you know, all these different things. You know, and the Most High he got something planned for them, man. So that's why he got them doing that. You know, he got Jake in that spirit. I'm tired of this hate. You bleed just like I bleed. They want me to hate you because you white. Okay, we don't. Look, when you see an Edomite in your face, when all hell is breaking loose, and you see they bring out the demon, okay, the D, E, Mr. E in the demon, and the D in the devil, and they in front of you torturing your ass, guess what? You're going to find out if you want to love him, if he bleeds the same as you bleed then, because you're going to be the only one bleeding. Okay? So you're going to find that out. You know? Here it is. Your enemy is literally besieging you, getting ready to do all these calamities to you. We come and warn you that, yo, this is what they're getting ready to do. You turning on us. Yeah, y'all always preaching, hey, I don't want to hear that shit. Bro, watch the news. They even telling you on the news. Nah, nigga, y'all just trying to brainwash us. Nah, I ain't doing that shit. Get them off the street corners. We don't want them on the street corners. Okay, that's all right. Look, the Most High is going to take us off when he wants us off. And at that point, man, and that's why it's going to be so infuriating in that time. That's why the parable of Matthew 25 about the wise virgins and the foolish virgins. And Salaki, I know I'm speaking a lot, but the Spirit is on me to, like, you know, quote the precepts as I say them, you know. But that's why the the wise virgins told the others, go to the sellers and buy. Because here it is, when shit goes south and everything we've been prophesying about comes to pass, the same demons that came talking about get them off the street, y'all ain't shit, mocking us, mocking the Lord, all of these things that you did, You're going to turn around and try to come and find us, try to come and ask for something, for help, for solutions, for what do we do? What the hell you mean, what do we do? Man, I mean, shit. You're going to hear a lot more than go to the sellers and buy. That's what you're going, that's for sure you're going to hear that. You know, because it's infuriating. That, matter of fact, now let's go to Proverbs. And this scripture right here makes so much sense. Proverbs 1. Salakia. Proverbs chapter 1, verse there we go. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24 says here, because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. The way they treat the messengers of the Lord, you know, you look at it and you're like, damn, I mean, like, we doing the work of the Lord, so of course we're not gonna stop. But forget even us, this the Lord reaching out to you. And it says here, verse 25, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. We're trying to warn you. We're trying to let you know, give you a heads up. Bad times are coming. Horrific times are coming. There are going to be dead bodies in the streets. People are going to be getting shot. People are going to be getting stabbed. People are going to be getting eaten. They're going to be getting raped. That's going to become commonplace. Okay? People are going to be starving to death. People are going to be committing suicide, jumping off of skyscrapers trying to kill themselves, killing their babies and eating them. You know, talking about mercy killings, civil wars, race wars, pestilence, wild animals. These things are going to become reality very soon. You're going to have to deal with one or the other, and that's what we're warning you about. And we're telling you the Most High is bringing these things, and repent. And they get mad. They look at us like we're just the worst things to even behold. We're like eyesores. But how are we eyesores when we're warning you about the deadly times that are actually to come? Because they don't see how what's happening now is going to lead. It's like we keep saying, it's a domino effect. One hits the other, hits the other, hits the other, hits the other, and the further the dominoes go, the heavier they fall. Okay? And these fat ass demons, they ain't never felt hungry before. They don't fast, they don't pray. Their spirituality, if they even have any, okay, is probably in the negatives. They're in no way, shape, or form prepared, even in the slightest, for what's to come on this place. And you got people that are on the inside. And after hearing this, I was talking with Haran earlier today. He was telling me like, yo, you got people that are on the inside that hear all this and they're like, oh hell, they're taking their family and they getting out of here. That's why they're getting them bunkers. Because they're like, I don't even want to be above ground when this shit goes down. Because of how bad it's going to get. And you, Jake, you're going to be in the middle of it because it's called Jacob's trouble for a reason. So keep being stiff-necked, keep being hard-headed, because it's going to earn you a nice, juicy spot of judgment. You got dykes walking around. You just disrespect. I mean, what species are these people, man? Where did you come from? Anyway, it says here, Proverbs 1 and 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. See that? That's when they're going to want to call upon the Lord. That's when they're going to want to come seeking the prophets. Yo, what was that you were saying, bro? No, I'm sorry, bro. Wait, weren't you the same nigga that was mocking us? That was mocking the Lord? What are you doing here? We ain't got nothing for you, bro. Turn your ass around. You know, what? I mean, the audacity, the nerve. And that's why the scriptures say, are not your ways unequal? A lot of you Israelites, man, your ways are unequal. You do ridiculously wicked things and expect to be rewarded on top of that. It says here, verse 28, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. So you're going to reap what you sow. And you sowed corruption and death, and that's exactly what you're going to reap. All right? It says, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet for fear of evil. And you know what? We hearkening unto the Lord. All right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to actually end it off with this. Here in the book of Isaiah. Very good precept here. Isaiah 26, and I believe it's 26 and 3. There we go. Isaiah chapter 26 and 3. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. All right. So trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and watch as this place goes down. Because as Yahweh Shai said, he beheld Satan fallen as lightning. So this place does not have much longer left. Yet the true power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is getting ready to take this place down, just as he did Egypt, but on a much grander scale. And everybody's going to know, just like that. He's going to take, just like he took the lights out, you know. But everybody's going to know who Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is. They're going to know that name. They're going to know those powers, and they're going to fear and respect our power. Okay? So anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. The water for tuning in, the water for the precepts. And in closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodesh. And until next time, Shalom.